There's a new campaign ad out on behalf of Kamala Harris. Let's take a look at this.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose.
You know, Harry, my mother, who's just turned 80, very youthful, glamorous 80, I might add, but she messaged me yesterday saying, what do you think of Kamala Harris? She seems to have added a lot of energy to this race, which I thought was a really interesting observation. Whether you like her, don't like her, agree with her, don't agree with her, there's unbelievable amount of new energy in this Democrat side of the race because she is 20 years younger than Biden, obviously on her game. She's smart, she's presentable, she's good on TV, she's galvanizing people, the money's pouring in and so on. Do you believe, though, that once that honeymoon period inevitably quietens down and there's a more forensic analysis of her record, do you worry that she is too far left in her record to actually avoid Trump stomping all over her politically?
Not at all. I think that the idea that she's just like this progressive liberal who only sides with progressives and doesn't reach across the aisle is nonsense. I mean, she's been part of the Biden administration.
She was rated more left than Bernie Sanders.
I mean, I think that if we actually look at the policy on an individual level, that's not the case. Bernie Sanders is like for Medicare for all. Kamala Harris has never endorsed such system. So I think we actually have to look at the policy, and that tells a different story. But her record is certainly not a progressive one in the sense that it's like a Bernie Sanders kind of policy. She was a district attorney, a prosecutor. She sent people to jail. She's definitionally in favor of the rule of law.
She also wanted to defund the police. That's not great.
She's never come out and said, let's defund the police.
She effectively did.
Well, effectively and saying are two different things.
OK, I mean, look, the other thing she was clearly billed as the immigration border czar,
right, well,
Taurus, which they're now trying to deny ever calling him, but it's a brilliant thing. I think it was Newsbusters did it, or somebody did it. They did a mashup of all the people on the left saying, well, they never called her the border czar.
Right.
You have them all calling her the border czar. And that's been
gold.
A disaster.
That is gold, and that should be on every campaign ad with Republicans. Is there? But as soon as we stop talking about policy and get it, because Kamala's going to want a street fight, because Trump will beat her up in a street fight, and he will say all kinds of stuff that we'll be like, oh, yeah, that's hilarious, and independents will be like, oh, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So they want a street fight.
I agree.
And if it's hard,
she's already goading it,
and she's hit me. It's
yes,
not, let's go.
It really
Please
is.
hit me.
It literally
hit
is
me.
hands down.
I dare you. I dare you.
Come after a black woman if you want. Yeah.
Because it's going to look bad. But if he doesn't take the bait like he did, he showed great restraint in the Biden debate. He could have attacked him. He went at him. He made the one comment, which I thought for him was he showed great restraint. He was compassionate even in the sense that he didn't go after him or make fun of him, which would have been a horrible mistake. And if he goes in a debate with Kamala and starts calling her dumb or even horrible women, it's going to be a mistake. Policy. That's what the American people want to hear. We're tired of it, and you can't run one side's deceiving and not doing what they need to do.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because we win on policy. Like I want it to be a policy conversation.
I'll take that bet.
I agree. I think we're the party of pro-choice. We're the party of capping insulin at $35 a month. We're the party of fighting climate change. We're the party of investing in infrastructure. So I want a policy conversation.
When does that insulin kick in? Because I have a type 1 diabetic at home, and I'm still waiting
for seniors on Medicare.
35.
Well, Joe Biden's trying to, I guess it's going to be Kamala Harris as the nominee, wants to expand it to all Americans, not just seniors on Medicare. That's our agenda. I think
so her record is his record.
Well, they work together.
That's all you need, President Trump. Just run on the record.
I agree. Look at the largest investment in infrastructure since Eisenhower, largest investment in fighting climate change in world history. And as we mentioned, capping insulin at $35 a month for seniors on Medicare. If you want that to be her record, I'm there.
Yeah, none of that happened. But
listen, can we all agree on one thing? This race just got a lot more interesting.
I think it got worse. We're going to see the worst in everybody. It's sad, yeah.
That is the fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's clear Kamala is going low deliberately, and the big question and we probably all know the answer is, can Trump rise above it? And I'm not convinced he has that valve.
It's going to be,
but we shall see.
Difficult.
Guys, thank you very much. Good to talk to you both.